You know you shouldn't be spending money on shit you don't need. You know you should be saving, investing, and building, but you keep making the same stupid decisions again and again. And you're wondering why you're still broke. Here's the truth. It's not a knowledge problem. It's a implementation problem. In this video, I'm going to show you the financial patterns that are destroying you and give you a tactical, practical framework that is going to help you to stop sabotaging yourself. Let's go. My name's Imtiaz, and trust me when I say I made every single bad financial mistake you can imagine. I bought cars I couldn't afford. I've kept up appearances when I should have cut costs. I've been in debt for the wrong reasons, and I've worked with hundreds of men who've done the same thing. Now, this isn't theory. This is me talking from scars, lessons learned the hard way. Today, I'm going to save you all the years of pain by showing you exactly where you're fucking shit up and how to fix it. Not tomorrow, not next month, today. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Now, before we do dive in, I want you to check out the description below. If you want to be part of a community that actually gives a fuck about you and your goals and aspirations, DM me the keyword in the description to my Instagram. I'll fire over some free resources to get you started so you can start to become financially free and live the life that you want. So what I'm going to share with you is the sabotage loop. Now, this is why you stay broke. Not because you don't make money, but because you're trapped in this loop. And most men don't even realize that they're in it. Let me show you exactly what it is. So you have a good month in business or work. You make a bit of extra money, okay? Then what do? Think, what can I buy? What can I upgrade in my lifestyle? And then what do you do after that, right? So you bought this thing. Now you've got to keep up appearances. So you end up going out, taking pictures, upgrading your Instagram. What happens after that? You get confused as fuck. You think, what's next? Then reality hits. You have a downturn in business. And all of a sudden, Mr. Champagne Lifestyle over here is in crisis. That's when you start to make desperate decisions. You take out loans that you shouldn't be taking. But because you're in this loop, you will make that bad decision again. And since you're so desperate, you grind like a motherfucker again, which then eventually leads to a good month. And then you repeat that cycle over and over and over again. But remember, it all starts with a good month, a good period in your life. Now, what I'm about to give you is the wealth cycle. This is what you need to do instead. This is exactly how you stop fucking about and sort your shit out. So, you start with a good month. The same start, revenue spikes, you land a client. But this time, you don't upgrade. This is what you do instead. You create a buffer. You use a 3-account system. One is an operating account. This is for wages, costs, and materials. Account number 2, you put 30% of every payment into this, untouched. And finally, account number 3 is a growth account. This is 10 to 20% for reinvestment. It surprises me the amount of people that are surprised with the amount of tax that they've got to pay. Your tax bill should never catch you off guard. That's something I've heard probably 3 times in the last month. That should never happen. If you get surprised by your tax bill, you are operating like a fucking amateur, okay? So 3 accounts, 1 for operating out of, 1 for tax, 1 for growth. Personal money comes last after every business aspect is protected. You get paid last as a business owner. Next, manage frequency. Great, so you had a big win. Cool. I respect it. Celebrate, of course. Go big. Have a nice dinner. Have a luxury purchase. Whatever floats your boat. But do it once a month, not 4 fucking times. Don't try to keep up appearances. That's what's going to keep you broke. You need to manage how often you indulge. Do not deprive yourself. So it's about the frequency at which you spend. The goal isn't to be cheap. The goal is to stop using money as a substitute for self-worth. Stop making those impulse buys at 12 a.m. We've all been there. It's not impressing anyone. A lot of people buy things to impress people that don't actually fucking matter. I used to buy Stone Island, I've got most of them, Stone Island coats, just so I could stand in a pub for some guy, some tramp. Sorry, he wasn't a tramp, but you get the point. Somebody who I don't really care about to say to me, yo mate, that's a nice coat. It's daft. Next, separation. Business money stays in the business, but your personal money is what you pay yourself after the business is protected. The amount of time I see people dipping into their business account just to pay themselves is ridiculous. It really is. That should not be happening. It's very amateur. This way, there's no confusion, there's no raiding, and there's no surprises. Once you have done that, you want to think about fluctuation. Business is up and down. It's a natural cycle. You aren't going to have a good month and a better month and a better month. No business ever grows like that. If a client doesn't pay, if a deal falls through, if the market shifts, you're going to be fine because you built a buffer like we did in stage 2, right? Next, you learn to weather the storm. Instead of panic, you stay calm. You've got 3 months of business expenses saved, taxes already set aside, growth funds are protected. You're no longer scrambling. You're stable because you created that buffer. That buffer is what is going to get you through these hard times. And it's going to allow you to make smart decisions. You're no longer operating from desperation. You're not making desperate decisions. Because you're not desperate, you can be selective. You don't take bad clients. You don't lower your prices. You don't compromise quality. You don't run a flash sale. You don't do these things. You make decisions from a position of strength, not desperation. Every time, purely because you've been sensible with your money, with your income. Then you start to build momentum. The buffer protects you. The quality work attracts better clients. Your reputation grows. You're not grinding harder. You learn to build smarter. This is how all great businesses are built, through reputation. When you are low on funds, when you are in times of desperation, you actually sacrifice reputation because you do things that don't align. You go for the money because you need it. You're in survival mode. You're in fight or flight. And you can't build a reputation when you're in that situation at all. And finally, we compound. You have another good month. And this time, instead of upgrading your lifestyle, you upgrade your investments, skills, teams, systems, marketing. You reinvest in assets that create leverage over time. So just to recap, this is what you want to be doing. This is how you're going to stop fucking about and sort your shit out finally. You need to implement this immediately, not next month, okay? Don't hang fire on this at all. You've got a choice. You can keep repeating this bullshit cycle that's keeping you broke, or you can actually start to build real wealth. Choice is yours. It's up to you. Completely up to you. Look, you've got all the tools now. Over the last 4 videos in this series, I've explained to you how the system works, why it's keeping you stuck. We looked at your relationship and psychology of money. We looked at how you stop being money-driven and money-focused to being impact-focused. And now we've looked at how you stop being a broker and making dumb decisions. You've got every single tool you need to succeed, to build a life that you want, to travel when you want, to have financial and location freedom. You've got it all. But if you want to be a part of the community, I want you to DM me the keyword. Like I said earlier, the keyword in the description to my Instagram. I'll reply to you personally. We'll have a chat. And if you need any other resources, you let me know. Thank you very much. I'll catch you next time. Peace.